Since 1903, when the famed Milwaukee Mile first opened, motorsports has been an integral part of Wisconsin's sports and community culture, business, and history. There are dozens of racetracks currently operating in the state. From the dirt tracks of Superior and Sun Prairie to the lightning-fast paved ovals in Oregon and Kaukauna, and the world-famous Road America in Elkhart Lake. World and national champions in nearly every form of racing, two or four-wheeled, have raced in Wisconsin. It is no wonder that our state would produce a champion like Alan Kulwicki, a Greenfield native who grew up surrounded by racetracks, racers, mechanics, and fans. For Alan Kulwicki, it was the dirt and paved ovals in the Milwaukee area that provided the inspiration for him to follow his racing dreams. Now defunct, tiny Hales Corner Speedway was once the dirt track capital of southeastern Wisconsin and home to some of the best racing in the area. The Milwaukee Modifieds raced here, as well as Cedarburg and the old dirt oval inside the Milwaukee Mile, attracting some great racers and personalities such as Miles the Mouse Melius and Billy the Cat Johnson. One of these modified drivers, Greg Krieger, ended up building race cars for Alan in the late 1970s. While those tracks are now closed and the modified racing scene is long gone, these stories live on at the Southeastern Wisconsin Short Track Racing Hall of Fame in Hartford. When Alan moved to pavement racing, he began to run weekly at Slinger Speedway and Wisconsin International Raceway in Kaukauna. It was at these tracks where Alan began to compete against not only the best short track drivers in the state, but the entire country. Legends like Dick Trickle, Joe Shear, and Tom Refner, and each won hundreds of races by the time Alan broke in. Alan learned early on what Wisconsin stock car racing was all about: clean driving, respect for your fellow competitor, and the importance of knowing what every nut and bolt on the race car did. These drivers were consummate professionals, racing as much as 7 or 8 times a week throughout the state, plus traveling out of state for higher stakes races. When Alan joined the American Speed Association circuit in the early 1980s, he competed against 2 future NASCAR stars, Missouri's Rusty Wallace and Arkansas's Mark Martin, both of whom came to Wisconsin to race against the best, knowing full well that a victory here meant something more than just a trophy and a winner's check. While greater competition, tighter household budgets, and the high cost of racing have forced some tracks to close and some drivers to quit or retire, but racing in Wisconsin is still fantastic. Throughout the summer, racetracks provide a safe, family-friendly environment for the spectator and a chance for the drivers and crews to test their mettle against the best. If Alan Kulwicki were with us today, he would keep his eye on Wisconsin for the next great talent. Undoubtedly, someone like him, driven, devoted, and dedicated to making their race car go fast.